So, what percentage of the financial load do you want to cover in your relationship? Like, for example, do you want to be married?
I do.
You do?
I want to
So,
be
when you're
married.
married, what percentage of the financial load do you. Let me also ask this, do you want kids?
I do want
You do.
kids.
How many
Yeah.
kids do you want?
I want at least max 4, minimum 2. Like at
All right.
least 2, but max 4. I'm good with just like 4, but minimum 2 at least.
I got you. So, would you agree that kind of costs money, right?
Yeah. Oh,
All
heck
right.
yeah.
So, what percentage of the financial load? We talk about everything, bills, groceries, car, insurance. What percentage of the financial load do you want to cover? Or, like, for example, do you want it to be a 50-50 thing? Or do you want him to do like 100% of the financial load? Or, like, what percentage of the financial load do you personally want to cover?
Honestly, whatever I can help out with is okay, but actually that contradicts with what I'm going to say right now. But honestly, I wouldn't do 50-50. I think more either 90-10 or like 80-20. Like,
80-20.
yeah, 80-20, 90-10 around there. I think I'll
Did
do
you?
that.
I have a curious question. Did you think about like things like this before we had this interview?
Nope,
No.
not at all. Nope.
Okay, so that's my purpose. That's why
Yeah.
you see why I do these interviews, because
Yeah.
like people don't think. I think before the interview, I was telling you like, everybody turns 28, and people
Yep.
don't think about these things, and then it happens, but people haven't thought about it.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
feel
over
me?
here like,
So you
dang,
got
like,
it,
what
because
would
that
I
ties
wanna
it.
do?
That ties into like let's think about this, right? You want 2 or 4 kids, right?
Yep.
50K salary or more. Let's say 50K salary. Um, and then that ties into that question, like, how much does a guy have to date you? Because like it's like, do you think that a man could take care of a kid, take care of you and 2 or 4 kids, even if it's like he's just doing 80%?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I do these for people
No,
to
yeah,
think.
of course.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because it gets your mind going. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. All right, so that's question. What is your thoughts on 50-50? Do you think that men should, you think men should do like 100% or something?
I would always go on a date with an empty wallet.
You will always go on a date with an empty wallet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
cool.
look at me for half of it.
So would you agree that women like men for a little bit, financial security or something? Or
For me, it's financial security, looks, then how they treat me.
how he treats you?
Because, I mean, you see that first, like you see someone's financial status first a little bit. Then, like, their looks okay, but, like, I feel like right now it's kind of about their financial status in this economy.
The economy's bad right now.
It's horrible. You can barely afford anything with a regular job.
Yeah. Yo, so let's say, okay. So with that said, what percentage of the financial load would you want to cover in a relationship? Like would you want it to be a 50-50 arrangement? Would you want the guy to pay a little more? Like, or
I
do
think
you want him
50-50.
to 50-50? Okay.
Because I'd be mad if I had to pay for everything. So I can imagine a guy, like, I feel like guys stress a lot about them having to pay for everything, and I think it's unfair for the girl to just sit there and, like,
Oh, I got
take
you.
it all.
Okay,
No,
okay.
honey, you better work too.
Or it's like the imagining when you get a little older. Do you want to contribute like a 50-50 relationship, or would you prefer the man pays a majority, or if not all of the financial responsibilities?
I would want to do 50-50, like
Okay.
I think that's a reasonable thing to have in a relationship, like both of us paying for stuff, and in my mind, like having the man pay for everything, in some situations it's good, but also it's kind of like you never know what could happen. You never know, like people change and they could use that against you, like if
Oh,
you're in this
okay.
situation where your husband is paying for everything, for the house, for the cars, and you're in a situation where you need to leave or get out, like what are you gonna do if you have nothing?
Yeah, that's a good point. So you're 18. Does a guy you date have to make more than you?
Yes.
Yes.
No questions asked.
Okay, cool. Has to make more than you. So right now at 18, what is like, give me an amount that a guy will have to make to be with you?
If they could pay their own rent, I guess. I'm not sure how much you have to make for that, but in their own car. Um,
Put a dollar amount to it, like in a year.
hmm. At my age right now, more than like 75.
Okay, cool. Okay, got you. Our physical therapist, right? So let's just say, how much would a man have to make to date you?
Um, I've never really thought about the numbers, honestly, but I mean, enough to like be able to, like contribute to paying rent, things like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay, okay. So you would like, would you prefer like a traditional man, like he covers most of the like expenses? Yeah?
Yes, I think
Cool.
I do, yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Um, so just give it a ballpark. What is the minimal amount? I mean, you got good life experience. Like what is the minimal amount?
I can't even think about that
man-
right now.
You
I
can't
don't.
ballpark it?
No, but I mean, honestly, as long as he has a good paying job, that's it for me.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I don't like lazy guys. I don't like someone who doesn't like to work. Like, I want you to be ambitious.
I got you. Would you date? You're 32. Would you date a 32-year-old guy that's like a cashier?
Mm, I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm curious if you like when you were 21, would you
Mhm.
have dated a 21-year-old guy that's a cashier?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Explain it though. I have little cousins that like.
At that age, things are just different.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
your mindset, you're not thinking about life. You're not thinking about, having responsibilities or big
Right.
responsibilities, life
Right.
responsibilities.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that just changes over time. You got to think about rent, living situation, food, all that stuff, having a family.
Does a man have to make a certain amount to date you?
No,
No.
no, that's not an objective of mine. No.
Okay. So, what is, if you have one, what is like a minimal amount that a guy like has to make to date you? Have you ever thought about that?
I haven't really thought about that. No, because it's
Gotcha.
really just about how they come. If they come correct or if they don't. It's really what it's about. Are they respectful or not?
Okay, cool. Does a man that you date have to make more than you, or does it matter? Or
Right now, at my age, I don't really think it matters because I'm kind of not looking to like marry someone or, like if I'm gonna be with someone, obviously I have it in the back of my mind, like I'm not gonna just date them just because, but I feel like that's more important to me when I'm older, when I'm really looking to like settle down and have a family.
does a man that you date have to make more than you, or does it matter? Or
Right now, at my age, I don't really think it matters because I'm kind of not looking to like marry someone or, like if I'm gonna be with someone, obviously I have it in the back of my mind, like I'm not gonna just date them just because, but I feel like that's more important to me when I'm older, when I'm really looking to like settle down and have a family.
I got you.
Hmm.
What age do you think that'll like you would think like that? Like what age do you think like, oh, when I turn this age,
I would
this
say
guy
like
has to make this certain amount?
probably when like I have my own job and like I make like my own money, I'll probably start thinking about it. I'm not saying that like he has to be like super rich, but it's like, it would help if, he made at least the same amount of money as me, or even more.
Gotcha. So when let's imagine now you're at the age where like you're thinking more of a man's like career because you get a little older, you think about bills.
Hmm.
How much? Imagine at this time and age now, how
Mhm.
much would a man have to like date you?
Like I said before, I wouldn't, expect them to be like super rich, but I would say, around how much I make or even more. I
Gotcha.
wouldn't want someone to be making less than me.
Okay, so you're 19.
Yes, I am.
Does the man that you date have to make more than you?
I wouldn't say that that's like the standard. I think that doesn't define how they love. So like, it depends. That to me is not a defining factor. It helps, I guess, but I think their intention all comes not from how much they make, but how much they're willing to give and provide, even just with love. It doesn't have to be a monetary value to show that you love me and like show that you care and support me. I'm willing to, I make enough individually that I don't need you to help or support me. And I know that along the line, if they have a goal and an intention in mind, like if they have a dream that they're pursuing actively, then I know that at some point you will be able to support and you will be able to, but it doesn't have to be like from the get-go. No, you have to like make certain ABC to like be with me.
I got you. Have you ever thought about like years from now, like you're 19, but like at 29, do you feel, because like you have to factor in, do you want kids like in the future, and then you got to factor in like pregnancy, time off of work. Have you ever thought that far ahead? Like,
Of course, yeah. Do you mean that with like, does he have to make more than me at that point?
Yeah, like
I think it's a joint effort at that point, so it's not necessarily like, oh, he has to make more than me. It's more so, do we make enough for both of us to be suitable? Like,
that's cool.
so
I like
if I
that
make
answer.
more, then I make more. No,
Cool.
it's the same.
I like that answer.